Tonight, the stunning images, the blinding storm, drivers unable to see, passenger planes in the air traffic controllers forced to leave the tower. The images right here, this massive dust storm sweeping across several cities, planes grounded, those air traffic controllers evacuated, a football stadium suddenly shrouded in darkness. Also, flood watches now in effect for several states and in the Northeast. The major change coming with Labor Day just about here. Lee Goldberg standing by with the forecast. Also breaking, President Trump, after months of pressuring the Federal Reserve to lower interest rates, the president moving to fire a member of the Fed's Board of Governors. President Trump also weighing in on the other story making news, the big engagement tonight. Taylor Swift and NFL star Travis Kelce revealing they are engaged, and Taylor Swift's message right here tonight that she sent out to her hundreds of millions of fans in an instant. The reaction tonight from them and from the president. The thieves moving in on more than 70 Home Depot stores, the coordinated effort, and tonight the remarkable surveillance video right here showing the suspects and how this unfolded. Overseas tonight, the sweeping protests in Israel. Hundreds of thousands of demonstrators blocking traffic, setting tires on fire, demanding a ceasefire and that their loved ones, the hostages, be brought home. James Longman standing by. Back here at home tonight, the Diane Sawyer exclusive. The deeply personal battle faced by so many families across this country. Tonight, Bruce Willis, the beloved star in more than 70 movies. After years of Bruce sitting down with Diane, tonight Diane with Bruce's wife. What she shares about Bruce Willis's battle with dementia, a certain form of dementia, how he's doing, how they knew the first signs, and their hope for so many other families out there. Diane right here tonight. The other news outside New York City, a driver crashing through the glass windows of a gym. This has been deadly, what we know so far. The images coming in tonight, simultaneous medical evacuations on board a cruise ship right off the U.S. coast. One helicopter hovering in the air waiting as the first patient is airlifted on another helicopter. Also tonight here, the popular weight loss and diabetes drugs. Will they soon be available in a pill? Could this help millions more? And Powerball, no winners, the eye-popping new jackpot, right here tonight.
From ABC News World Headquarters in New York, this is World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a very busy Tuesday night. We begin tonight here with the stunning images, the dust storm that swept across several cities, the drivers suddenly blinded by the dust, passenger planes grounded, air traffic controllers forced to evacuate the tower. We're also following this major change coming to the Northeast for Labor Day. But first tonight, the remarkable images. The towering cloud of dust, hundreds of feet high, moving in over the Phoenix metro area. After an unusually dry summer, this storm swept in, leaving drivers unable to see. You will hear people in their cars narrating how dangerous this was, how conditions changed in an instant. The massive dust storm turning day to night, causing travel chaos, leaving those drivers in the dark, visibility near zero. And then the flooding rains and wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour. Part of the roof at the Phoenix airport ripped off. Air traffic controllers evacuating that tower with passenger planes still in the air. Across the region tonight, traffic lights and trees down, tens of thousands without power. And now the new storms still coming tonight. And of course, this big change for much of the Midwest and the Northeast for Labor Day. Lee Goldberg standing by with the forecast, and ABC's Trevor Ault with the chaotic moments in the middle of this very dangerous storm.
Tonight, dust storms and monsoon rains threatening millions after an astonishing and dangerous 24 hours in the Southwest. This massive, towering wall of dust and wind, also known as a haboob, swallowing the Phoenix metro area.
Light rail just disappeared.
Drivers blinded. Cassandra Ravutsky recording this video out her window as the dust blotted out the sun, flashing taillights the only thing visible.
You can see, take a look at these planes that are right here.
Our Phoenix affiliate ABC 15 reporting live from Sky Harbor Airport as that dust wall turned into driving dirt and rain.
It's hard to open my eyes because we are once again getting pelted with rain, pelted with what feels like dust.
Listen to the air traffic controllers telling pilots to stay in the air while they evacuate the tower.
They said that the dust storm's going to be,
I got no plane.
the visibility's going to be pretty bad for like an hour. We are evacuating.
Not only were flights grounded, one of the terminals sustained damage. The powerful system also taking down traffic lights and trees, with thousands of homes and businesses losing power. And David, flood watches are in effect for 2 million people, with rainfall rates up to 2 inches an hour in some spots. This region does need this rain desperately, just not all at once. David?
That is for sure. Trevor Ault leading us off. Trevor, thank you. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Lee Goldberg from WABC right here in New York. Hi, Lee.
Hi, David. And we're still watching some heavy showers near Sedona this evening. One way or another, we're cooling off from coast to coast. In the west, it's the monsoon pattern, and it's widespread showers, and some of those showers could drop some rainfall rates to 2 inches an hour. Flood watches from California to Idaho all the way into Colorado. In some of those yellow areas, see the highest rainfall rates. So we extinguished the high heat in the Pacific Northwest, although it still stays above average in temperatures. But when you look at the Rockies, the Plains, the East, 10 to 20 degrees below average. Look at Wichita tomorrow, 71. And the afternoons are comfortable, but the mornings, there's some chill. Near record chill in Toledo in the 40s tomorrow morning, Memphis in the 50s. This goes right into the weekend. It's cool and comfortable all the way to the Northeast. How about 10 degrees below average? Boston to New York and Philly, low and mid 70s on Saturday, even 60s from places like Cleveland over to Syracuse. David, it's comfy in the classroom after that. Back to you.
Lee Goldberg back with us again tonight. Lee, thanks as always. Now to President Trump tonight and his new move to fire a member of the Federal Reserve's Board of Governors. It comes after months of the president pressuring the Fed to lower interest rates. Tonight, that board member vowing to fight this could go to the Supreme Court. Here's Rachel Scott.
For months, President Trump has put enormous pressure on the Federal Reserve to lower interest rates. And tonight, he's making an unprecedented move to fire one of the Fed's 7 board members, Lisa Cook. He told Cook, who was appointed by Joe Biden, he's removing her because there is sufficient reason to believe you may have made false statements on one or more mortgage applications.
It seems to have had an infraction, and she can't have an infraction. We need people that are 100% above board, and it doesn't seem like she was.
But Cook has not been charged with any crime. The Federal Reserve was designed to be independent. And today, the president was asked if he's just looking for a reason to fire an official he disagrees with.
Is your administration weaponizing government by digging into the mortgage records of officials you don't like?
No, they're public. I mean, you can find out those records. You can go check out the records yourself.
Cook, for her part, says President Trump has no authority to fire her, vowing, "I will not resign." Her lawyer calling the president's move an illegal action and vowing to sue.
And today, President Trump says he only wants to appoint Fed board members who will lower interest rates, saying we will have the majority soon. In the meantime, the Federal Reserve reasserting its independence, saying that its members can only be removed for cause, calling that a vital safeguard to protect the American people, David.
All right, Rachel Scott right there at the White House. Rachel, thank you. And it was during that hours-long cabinet meeting, President Trump was also asked about the major headline breaking, and not from the political world. It was news of this big engagement. Taylor Swift engaged to NFL star Travis Kelce. The president saying, "I think he's a great player. I think she's a terrific person, so I wish them a lot of luck." Tonight, Taylor Swift's message that she sent out to her hundreds of millions of fans in an instant, and the reaction across this country and the world. Here's Matt Gutman tonight.
They were already American pop culture royalty. But today, the announcement that musical icon Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, Prince of the Gridiron,
breaks the tackle, still going,
sparking celebration.
I think I'm more excited about this than I would be about my own engagement.
Oh my God! What is happening?
And tears of joy worldwide.
Taylor Swift's engaged. Why do I want to cry?
The rollout blasted out to Taylor's 280 million Instagram followers, a fairy tale garden of roses. The big fella down on his knee, a rock fit for a queen. And the caption, your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. From the beginning, there were doubters, some even questioning whether it was all just a PR stunt. But Swift quickly became a fixture at Chief games, and Travis right there on the concert stage in a tux. Their support for each other and staying power proving the cynics wrong. And just days ago, Swift announced her new album on the Kelce Brothers podcast and shared details about how Travis used the podcast to tell the world he wanted to date her.
If you're up on Taylor Swift concerts, there are friendship bracelets, and I received a bunch of them being there, but I wanted to give Taylor Swift one with my number on it. Not right now.
Ooh, yeah. Your number's in 87 or your phone number?
You know which one.
Their courtship, typically storybook.
This kind of felt more like I was in an 80s John Hughes movie, and he was just like standing outside of my window with a boombox, just being like, "I want to date you."
Yeah.
Do you want to go on a date with me? I made you a friendship bracelet. Do you want to date me?
Just come outside and meet me. Just meet me once. Just give me a chance.
So I was like, if this guy isn't crazy, which is a big if, this is sort of what I've been writing songs about wanting to happen to me since I was a teenager.
Yeah.
And David, some of their 300 million followers on social media have been asking where and when these nuptials might happen. And some are also asking about kids. No word on either. David.
We are wishing them well for sure. Matt Gutman tonight. Matt, thank you.
We are.
Tonight, authorities revealing more than a dozen arrests in what they're calling the largest Home Depot theft case in the company's history. They say surveillance video shows suspects linked to 600 thefts at 71 Home Depot stores in Southern California. The ring accused of stealing $10 million worth of merchandise, including expensive electrical components, then resold. Tonight, the suspects have pleaded not guilty. Overseas tonight, the remarkable images coming in, a massive day of protests across Israel. Hundreds of thousands taking to the streets, demanding a ceasefire in Gaza and that their loved ones, the hostages, be brought home. James Longman tonight with late reporting. James.
Yeah, David, there's been a huge day of protests today in Israel. At least 350,000 people taking to the streets. Families of the hostages are angry that a deal to get them out has yet to materialize. Now, Hamas has reportedly accepted a 60-day pause and partial hostage release, but instead, Israel is pushing ahead with its plan for a military occupation of Gaza City. There are also growing questions tonight about that Israeli strike on Nasser Hospital that killed 20 people, including 5 journalists. Netanyahu initially called it a mishap. Now the IDF says a Hamas camera was seen at that location. There's still no explanation as to what prompted the second strike that killed first responders and journalists. David.
All right, James Longman from London. James, thank you. Back here at home tonight and to the Diane Sawyer exclusive. The deeply personal battle faced by so many families across this country when a loved one faces down dementia. Tonight, Bruce Willis, the beloved star in more than 70 movies, after years of Bruce sitting down with Diane. Tonight, Diane with Bruce's wife. What she shares about Bruce's battle, a certain form of dementia, frontotemporal dementia, how he's doing, how the family knew the first signs, and their hope tonight for so many other families out there. Diane's exclusive interview with Emma Willis, Bruce Willis's wife.
Diane, you're here. I'm here. Here we are. Oh, it's great. It's so nice to see you. How are you? It's so nice to see you.
This is Emma Heming Willis, a self-described lifelong introvert.
See if you're comfortable.
Steeling herself to talk in front of cameras.
Okay.
Something she never sought and never planned. For 16 years, she's been the shy wife of the irrepressible Bruce Willis, one of America's favorite action stars.
Welcome to the party, pal.
He could take down a battalion of bad guys and then nail an old Bing Crosby song.
Would you rather be a fish? A fish is an animal that swims in a brook.
The all-American kid from New Jersey, who built a towering career, more than 70 movies.
Come out to the coast, we get together, have a few laughs.
It's the king of the blockbuster franchises, Die Hard. And in person, he was the mischievous guy who urged everyone to sing and celebrate life every day. He dropped by year after year at Good Morning America.
Well, Bruce Willis dropped in the other day.
And now Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Oh, no. You are so cool. You know, you are really cool.
Even in the commercial breaks, we keep talking about everything. After he and actress David Muir divorced, he pushed me to set him up with a nice girl.
And are you sufficiently ready?
Can I interview Diane today? Can't you find me?
You know what I discovered?
Find someone for me. You must meet so many people. Think
See,
about
you say that, but...
And then he found her.
What can make me feel this way, my girl? My girl!
Opposites attract. And I just loved watching him be him.
16 years ago, they had a tiny wedding on the beach, and the joyful ride began. They were the famously blended Willis family. 2 marriages, 5 daughters. His oldest daughters, Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah. And then, with Emma, he has 2 more girls, Mabel and Evelyn.
The original girl dad.
One of the best.
And the thing he said most was, live it up. The exact quote, live it up every moment, every day. It'll be over in a ginger snap.
Yes, can be.
She has written a book shining a light on the little-known disease that ambushed her husband 3 years ago and giving a lifeline to caregivers. She says the subtle symptoms began when she noticed the buoyant girl dad seemed subdued.
For someone who was very talkative and very engaged, he was just a little more quiet.
He seemed to be losing words, a childhood stutter reappeared, and he was just less engaged in their lives.
Felt a little removed, very cold, not like Bruce, who is very warm and affectionate. To going the complete opposite of that was alarming and scary.
Frontotemporal dementia savagely eats away at the front and sides of the brain, causing a person to start losing words, dimming connection to others.
I can only imagine the panic.
I was so panicked, and I just remember hearing it and just not hearing anything else. It was like I was free falling.
And how did Bruce react?
I don't know if he was reluctant or not to go to a doctor, or if he even understood there was a reason you were doing it.
I don't think Bruce ever really connected the dots.
An inevitable new reality arrives.
Bruce is still very mobile. Bruce is in really great health overall. You know, it's just his brain that is failing him.
But the language is...
Yeah, the language is going. And, you know, we've learned to adapt, and we have a way of communicating with him, which is just a different way.
Were there days that it would be Bruce again?
Yeah, I mean, we still get those days. Not days, but we get moments. It's his laugh, right? Like, he has such a hearty laugh. And, you know, sometimes you'll see that twinkle in his eye or that smirk. And, you know, I just get, like, transported. And it's just hard to see that. Because as quickly as those moments appear, then it goes. So it's hard. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful that, you know, my husband is still very much here.
Emma, so brave to share this story in Diane's special right here on ABC tonight, just a short time from now, 8 p.m. Eastern, and then streaming tomorrow on Disney Plus and Hulu. And Emma Heming Willis's book, The Unexpected Journey, Finding Strength and Hope, on sale September 9th. We should mention Diane off camera had a moment to interact with Bruce Willis, and we'll have more on that later. Also, when we come back tonight, news, the images coming in, 2 medical evacuations. Take a look at these pictures playing out at once. On board a cruise ship right off the U.S. coast, one helicopter hovering in the air, waiting as the first patient is airlifted onto another helicopter. The emergencies that led to this in a moment. And outside New York City tonight, the deadly crash right through the glass windows of a gym. A member working out has been killed. Several injuries. We'll have more in a moment here. Tonight, a deadly car crash into a Planet Fitness gym in Elizabeth, New Jersey, outside New York City. A driver smashing through the front of the gym. One man working out inside the gym killed. Several other people hurt. No word on what caused the crash. The driver injured. She is cooperating. No word on her condition. Dramatic images tonight. 2 medical evacuations at once on board a cruise ship right off the coast of Washington State. 2 passengers suffering medical emergencies aboard the Ruby Princess. One helicopter hovering there, waiting as the first patient is airlifted. A 52-year-old passenger suffering cardiac arrest, and a 99-year-old passenger with an obstruction in the esophagus. Both passengers are now hospitalized. When we come back tonight, those popular weight loss and diabetes drugs, will they soon be available in a pill? And the Powerball jackpot, the new jackpot, where it stands tonight. Tonight, drug maker Eli Lilly with promising new data. Phase 3 of clinical trials for that popular weight loss medication, now in a pill. A GLP-1 drug. They claim it could help patients lose an average of 23 pounds and lower blood sugar levels. Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk both trying to get FDA approval for the drug in a pill form. No winner. The new Powerball jackpot, $815 million now. The next drawing is tomorrow night. When we come back, an important note about Diane's special just moments from now about Bruce Willis. A final note about Diane's special. She did get a chance to interact with Bruce Willis away from the cameras, and she'll share what that was like. 8 p.m. Eastern, right here tonight. Good night.
David Muir, the most watched newscast in America. And now, ABC's World News Tonight has won the Emmy for Best Live News Program for the third year in a row.